Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing good, and I'm here again to trying to revive my garden, and here with another series of with a very good plant which is very famous and very easy to grow plant. And here we have today spider plant. It's a very well known plant for a lot of reasons. It's very easy to care for, you don't need much for it, and it's been proved with quite a few scientific studies that it helps clear the air at home, air quality at home. It removes a lot of toxins, gives good amount of oxygen, and it looks very good, very fuller looking plants. Another plus point for it is that it shoots runners, you know and you can get more plants from the runners. So very easy to propagate also. Here you can see it has a lot of runners. I planted it with just one plant. I bought one plant, and I've taken a few plants from the runners and repotted them around, and I've got a much fuller looking pot. See how the runners, they have developed roots, and it's all because of the rainy season. Because of the excess of humidity, it's helped with the root growth while the plant is still hanging in the air. And here I've just lightly tapped on one of the runner, and it's given me one of the plants. It has a little very nice growth, and it is not just one plant at a time. Each runner has multiple plants, and you get a group at a time. See how there's not one plant in one bunch, there's multiple plants. And I don't pull on them, I just gently tap them, and they just come off very easily. See, another one has popped off. I've got two plants so easily, and it still has a lot more to give. You can share it with your friends and families, you can gift it to people. It's a very giving plant. So this side was looking a little bit empty, so let's plant those two babies babies in this area of the pot, and we'll get a good full looking pot. And it's very easy to plant them also. You don't need to do very much. Just fluff out the soil a little bit. I'm just cleaning off the dead leaves from it, and make a little bit of hole with your fingers just so that you can put the roots in. Place the plant and press the soil around it so that it stays put. When you water it, it is just does uproot itself or something. And we are done. See how easy it is, and in a couple of weeks it will establish itself. Let's plant the other one also. Make a little bit of hole with your finger, place the plant in that hole you've dug, and press it from the sides, and just like that you're done. They don't require much care also, just regular watering, a good draining soil, and that is it. And today I have got a few pots, and we'll be planting a little bit more of these. Here I've prepared a little bit of a bit of a soil mix. It's garden soil mixed in a little bit of this perlite and a little bit of cocoa peat, and these are the hanging pots that I'll be planting in. These have a little nice draining holes, and as they'll be hanging off on the wall, I don't want the soil to come off and make a mess under. So I'll be adding, as a precaution to keep the soil in, I'll be adding these leca balls near the draining holes, just so that to prevent the soil from getting out of the pot. Let's fill the pots first. So a little bit of leca balls at the base. This is an old one, it had another plant in it, and these are the new ones. So I'll be reusing one of these older ones, and I've got two new ones. They are of the same size. So with time the hanging lip has expanded in this one. So I'm pressing it a little bit. Let's just prepare the soil mix and get the pots ready for plants. I'm putting in the leca a little bit at the drain near the draining holes and covering it up with the soil mix that I've prepared. See, it's a very loose soil mix. There are no clumps in it. It even has a little bit of orchid bark in it also. And those are, I think, perlite and pumice. Pumice is also very helpful in draining. It helps in draining the soil, and it has perlite, pumice, orchid bark, but majority of it is garden soil. Let's get the pots ready for the plant. I'm not filling it to the top because as it'll be hanging, I'm just leaving a little bit of lip so that it holds the water in a little for some time. I can fill it up a little bit, and we're done. Let's fill the other pots the same way. A little bit of leca beads at the base. And then with the soil mix, I'll fill the pot. And I'll just press the soil a little bit, so that the soil level won't go down as much once you water the pot. Otherwise, if you just leave it as is and once you'll water it, the soil level will settle down quite a bit, and then you'll have to refill it again. So it's better to just press it a little bit before planting, and then still it'll settle a little bit, but not as much. You won't have to refill it again. So it's a good practice to compact the soil and remove the air pockets at the time of repotting only. And our pots are ready. Let's get a few more plants of the runners, and here I've managed to get 3 more. See, this one has the best root structure, and it's a big bunch, and it has at least 3 or 4 plants. You can divide them if you want to, but I won't be doing that. I'm just going to plant it as is in this bunch only. Same process, make a hole and put the plant in, and then press it from the sides. I will be watering it now, and then it will be getting watered on a regular basis daily, early in the morning. This one was growing, and see, one of the plants is growing in the other way. So I'm not going to move it or anything. Maybe with time it could just grow back to the upward direction, or even if it dies back, there are still a couple of more plants in that bunch, so it doesn't really matter. You can remove it if you're not happy with it, but I'm just keeping it as is, tapping it so that the soil settles a little bit more. And now with the third one also, this one also has a really good root structure. See, nice root growth. Even if they don't have very many roots, you can still plant them. They'll develop roots with time. Or you can just the runner which is coming off the mother plant, you can just maybe turn it around and pot it in the same while the runner is attached to the plant. You can put it in soil at the same time, and with time it will grow, and then later on you can snip off the runner, and you will get the plant with good root structure in soil, and we are done with the planting. This is how easy it is to plant spider plant. I have 3 pots ready in less than 10 minutes. I had planted the same kind a little while ago, and I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and this is how much it's grown in that time. And in another 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we'll get the same growth from these plants as well. There are quite a few varieties of spider plants which are available in the market. This is the most basic one, and then there is this variegated one. This is also a very good, pop of color if you don't like the simple one. The same leaf structure, but it has stripes. Then this also gives out runners in the same way. I've had this plant for quite some time, and I've repotted it in the same containers, and it's like almost an year old, and it's become a good sized pond, and it's given out runners there as well. So you can get infinite supply of the same plant from just one plant. You can create more plants. You can give it to your friends. You can share them across your neighbors among. So yeah, and this is it for today's video. I hope you like it. If you do, please do press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.